Hello students, welcome to this lesson where I am going to teach you English language. Today's lesson is very wonderful. We are going to teach you how to use these phrasal verbs. Go back, bring something back, and take something back to a place. I am going to teach you how to use this phrasal verb, that is go back, go back. I am going to teach you how to use this phrasal verb, that is take something back to a place. And I am going to show you how to use this phrasal verb, that is bring something back to someone. Good. Go back, take something back to a place, and bring something back to someone. That is what we are going to be talking about during this lesson. Try to stay with us, to be together with us. You are going to get some skills in English language. Let's get started. Good. Before starting the lesson, I would like to show you the package of the books. Yes, these are the books that can help you speak English very better. These books are very important to your English. Good. Then here, I have a good lesson. But before, I want to show you the word of today, as always. Yes, this is the word of today, polygamy. What is the meaning of polygamy, my dear students? Do you know the meaning of polygamy? Polygamy is practice in which a man has or should have more than two wives. More than two wives. Yes. If a man has got more than two wives, that practice or that custom is called polygamy. Uyu ni umuco aho umugabo agira abagore benshi. Rero iki gikorwa cyangwa se uyu muco w'uko umugabo ashobora kugira abagore benshi mu Cyongereza tuwita polygamy. Then someone who has got more than two wives is called polygamist. Polygamist. No, uwo mugabo tumwita polygamist. Oh, John is a polygamist. John has more than two wives. John has more than one wife. John afite umugore urenze umwe. This means that he has two wives or more than two wives. Umuntu ufite umugore urenze umwe, iyo yagize babiri tumwita polygamist. Icyo gikorwa tukita polygamy. Polygamy. Yes, fantastic. Then we are going to learn phrasal verbs. But remember to subscribe. And remember to come and learn English there at Chimirongo or on Zoom. If you want to be fluent in English, please, we have 3 different ways of learning English. There is this way of learning English on YouTube. Kwiga Icyongereza kuri YouTube, dufite ubwo buryo burashoboka kandi twabonye abanyeshuri benshi bamaze kuzamuka, abantu benshi bamaze kuzamuka mu Cyongereza, kwiga Icyongereza Kimironko kugeza ubu niho dukorera, no kwiga Icyongereza kuri Zoom. Nyandikira cyangwa mpamagara nguhe umuti. Nice. Good. Then the first phrasal verb is go back. What is the meaning of go back, my dear friend? Go back is to return to a place. To return to a place. That is to go back. Go back. Gusubira ahantu waruri. That is to go back. When you say subiyeyo, in English we say, I am going back now. Subiyeyo. Ahehe, I am going back to job. I am going back to school. Subiye ku ishuri. Cyangwa subiye ku kazi. I'm going back to job. Subiye ku kazi. Or I am going back to school. That is to go back. To return to a place. That is to go back. For example, here I can ask you, where are you going, my dear? Where are you? Where are you going, my dear friend? Where are you going, my student? Where are you going, my teacher? You can answer me by saying, I am going back home. Nsubiye mu rugo. ntabwo ari byiza kuvuga ngo ngiye mu rugo. I am going home ni ngiye mu rugo. But I am going back home. Nsubiye mu rugo. That is to go back. To go back ni ugusubira ahantu waturutse kare. That is to go back. I am going back home. Why, Kuchi? Why are you going back home? I forgot my English notebook at home. I forgot my English notebook at home. That's why I am going back home. I forgot my English notebook at home. Nibagiwe ikayi y'Icyongereza. Never forget the English notebook, please. Because this is a very wonderful material that can help you. Then this student has forgotten or forgot his or her English notebook at home. That is to go back. Then this is the second phrasal verb. To take something back to a place. To take something back to a place. What is the meaning? When you take something back to a place, you return. That is to return something to where it came from. To return something to where it came from. Gusubizaho ikintu cyavuye. Kugarura ikintu. Kugisubizaho cyari kiri. For example, if you take the products back to the seller, this means that you return those products back to the seller because they are damaged or they are not good products. Yes, they are not good products or they are damaged. Kubera ko wenda byangiritse, you can take them back to the seller or to the shopkeeper. That is to take something back to a place, or you may take something back to the market. Mbisubije ku isoko kuko bamangitse, bamaye bitari byo. Let me take this radio back to the market. Reka iyi radio nyisubize ku isoko. Gusubiza ikintu aho cyaturutse, that is to take something back to a place. Yes, the meaning is to return something to where it came from. Gusubiza ikintu aho cyaturutse cyangwa cyaturutse. For example, mother and daughter. Here we have mother and daughter. This example is going to help you, my dear friend, my dear student who is watching this lesson. For example, mother can start by saying, you have bought expired spaghetti. You have bought expired spaghetti. Waguze amakaroni yagize gute? Yataye garanti. Cyangwa se waguze amakaroni yataye garanti. Ataki yaduhumanya, yatumerera nabi kuko itariki zayo zararangiye. Expired things, expired products. Yes, you have bought expired products. You have bought expired spaghetti. You have bought expired bread. Waguze umugati rwose wataye garanti. Itariki zawo zararenze. Turiye twapfa, twahumana, twabigira ibibazo. Expired spaghetti. Then daughter is saying, sure, kokose. Sure. Let me take it back. Let me take it back to the shop. Reka rero aya makaroni nyasubize ku iduka nayaguriyeho. Let me take it back to the shop because it is expired. Kubera ko amakaroni yabaye expired. That is to take something back to a place. Take something back to a place. Yesterday, I took my telephone back to the town. Yesterday, I took my telephone back to the town. Ejo nasubije telefone yanje mu mujyi. Nivuga ngo nari nayikuyeyo nibyo, nari nyifite mu rugo. But I took it back to the market or to the town. Ariko nayisubije mu mujyi kuko nasanze ifite ibibazo. Good. Then here we have to bring something back to someone. Bring it back to me. Bring it ubanza ariho havuye uburingiti. Abazungu bari kuvuga ati zana nicyo ngicyo. Bring it, zana nicyo. Munyarwanda ati buriya no buringiti. Iriya mfashanyo bari kuduha no buringiti. Ubanza ariho havuye bring it, buringiti. Bring it, zana, kizana. But bring it back to me. Kingarurire back izanamo icyo kintu cyo kugaruka. Do you see? Bring it back to me. For example, I can say, the products you gave me yesterday are somehow very rotten. For example, I can say the mangoes, yes. The fruits you gave me yesterday are rotten. Imbuto wampaye ejo ziraboze. Ntabwo ari nziza. Fruits you gave me yesterday are rotten. Noneho nk'umucuruzi nkahita nkubwira nti, bring them back to me. Zingarurire niba wumva ko zaboze, niba ubona ko zaboze, bring them back to me. Zingarurire. To bring something back to someone ni ukugarurira umuntu ikintu. Bring it back to me. Bring it. Uburingiti. Bring it. Okay, good. Yes, then to bring something back to someone is to return. Yes, something to someone. To return something to someone. That is to bring something back to someone. Yesterday, you gave me a baggy trousers. Yesterday, you gave me a baggy trousers. Ejo wampaye ipantaro induta. Wampaye igipantaro kinini. Uzi ko ntarebye nari ndi kwihuta mpita ngifata ndagenda. You gave me a baggy trousers. Then, umucuruzi ashobora kukubwira ati, if it doesn't fit you, nibitagukwira. If it doesn't fit you, nibitagukwira, bring it back to me. Yingarurire. Bring it back to me. Bring it back to me. Fantastic. Then you should know all these phrasal verbs. They are there to help you. Ziragufasha cyane kumenya uko wakoresha go back, bring it back, to take something to someone or to take something back to someone. There is a difference between to take something to someone, hata jemwe your back. But when you say to take something to someone, wenda nubwambere ukijyanyeyo icyo kintu ugishiriye umuntu. But to take something back to someone nukukimugarurira. Wari wagikuyeyo but urakimugaruriye. Cyangwa to take something back to a place nukukigarura ahantu wagikuye. You should know that, my dear friend. I am Teacher Jasper. We are together for the next lesson. Hello, my dear people. How are you doing? I am Teacher Jasper. I am going to teach you the lesson of today. Very fantastic. Today, we are going to see together how to use these phrasal verbs of English. We are going to know how to use some of the phrasal verbs with back. The previous lesson, we gave you the wonderful lesson where we were teaching you how to use some of the phrasal verbs with back. And this is the part 2. I can call it a part 2 of the previous lesson. And I hope you are together with me here. Don't go out of this lesson if you want to speak English very better and very soon. Good. Then, before teaching you the lesson, I always show you the book. I am going to show you this book and other books that I have. This is the package of 3 books. If you buy them, you are going to speak English very better. The next thing, another thing that I want to tell you is this one. Try your best to subscribe. If you are a new student, press on subscribe. If you press on subscribe, you are going to get the lessons each and every time we upload them. Another thing that I want to tell you that I can't forget is send these lessons to your friends, to your relatives, to your family members, to many people that you know. They need English. Good. Another thing is this one. If you want to speak English better, come and learn English there. At Kimirongo, we have a class of English. Even on Zoom, we have a class of English. And here on YouTube, you have 3 channels of learning English or getting English. Here, YouTube channel, Kimirongo channel or Kimirongo class, and Zoom channel. Please do that if you want to be a very good English speaker. Very fantastic. Now we are going to teach you this lesson, but I have the word of today, which is polyandry. What is the meaning of polyandry? Polyandry. Polyandry. Polyandry is a marriage to more than one husband. If a woman has two husbands or more than two husbands, a lot of husbands, that woman is called polyandrist. Polyandrist. Then the action or the practice, the custom for a woman to have more than one husband or more than two husbands, that action is called polyandry. Polyandry ni umuco aho umugore ashobora kugira abagabo benshi barenze umwe. Icyo gihe rero uwo muco tuwita polyandry. Uwo mugore rero ufite abagabo barenze umwe, ufite abagabo 10, 20, 3 cyangwa 2 kuzamura, uwo mugore tumwita polyandrist. Polyandrist. Fantastic. Good. Then we are going to see how to use these phrasal verbs. The first phrasal verb of today is this one: to send something back to someone. Please, if you don't want it, send it back to me. Niba udakeneye icyo kintu naguhaye, send it back to me. Kinyoherereze nanone. If you don't want what I have given you, send it back to me. I am going to give it to someone else who needs it. Ngiye kugiha undi ugikeneye. That is to send something back to someone. What is the meaning? Kongera koherereza umuntu ikintu yari yakoherereje. That is to send something back to someone. Amafaranga urayagaye. Send it back to me. Ongera uyanyoherereze. Nguhaye 20,000 urabigaye. Send it back to me, my dear. If you don't want that money, send it back to me. Good. Then to send something back to someone means to return something to the person who sent it to you. Kugarura ikintu ku muntu wari wakiguhaye cyangwa wakiguhaye. That is to send something back to someone. Is to return something to the person who sent it back to you. Kugira ngo byumve, this is an example. Example. This master plan is not well designed. Iki gishushanyo mbonera ntabwo wakidesigninze neza, ntabwo wagikoze neza. Do you see? This master plan is not well designed. Then the second person can say, please send it back to me to make it clear. Send it back to me to make it clear. Ongera ukinyoherereze ngikore neza rwose nakuba. Send it back to me to make it clear. Nice. To send something back to someone. Then here we have to call someone back. If you call someone back, you phone them again, or you phone someone who called you earlier. If you want to call someone back, you are going to call someone again, or you are going to call someone who called you earlier. To call someone back, nukongera guhamagara umuntu cyangwa se guhamagara umuntu wari wakubuze, yagushatse arakubura wari uri mu nama, ariko if you say I am going to call him back or to call you back, it means that you are going to phone him because he has phoned you or he has called you earlier. Ugiye kongera kumuhamagara kuko yari yaguhamagaye kare wenda arakubura. Please, I am in a meeting. Ndi mu nama. I am going to call you back. Ndaza kuguhamagara. To call you back. Kuko wasanzemo calls ze missed calls. Sanzemo missed calls. Then you can tell them or him, I am in a meeting. I am going to call you back after this meeting. I am very busy. Let me call you back later. Let me call you back later. Good. To call someone back. Example. This example is going to help you understand this phrasal verb. Hello, my dear teacher. May I talk to you on phone? Ese nakuvugisha kuri telefone teacher? Wenda turi no kuvugana. We are using a telephone call. Hello, my dear teacher. May I talk to you on phone? Ese nakuvugisha kuri telefone? Sorry, my student. Mbabarira munyeshuri wanjye. I am a bit busy. Ndasa nuhuze. I am a bit busy. Sa nuhuzemo ukuntu. I'm not very busy. When you say I am a bit busy, ubu sa nuhuze koko. I am a bit busy and I am very busy biratandukanye. A bit busy. Ndahuzemo gake. Yes, I am a bit busy. Can I call you back later? Shobora kuza kuguhamagara mu kanya gato. Can I call you back later? Good. That is to call someone back. Yes. Then to come back. To come back ni ukugaruka. Come back, please. It is going to rain or it is going to rain. Come back. Please come back. Imvura igiye kugwa, garuka dore itakwica. Takunyagira cyane. It is going to rain, please come back. Good. To come back is to return to a place. Kugaruka aho waruvuye. That is to come back. Good. For example, you can say, you are good guests. Murabashitsi beza. You are good guests. Please come back and see us again. You are good students. Please come back and talk with us again. Muri abanyeshuri beza, muzagaruke mwongere mutuganirize. Cyangwa mugaruke mutuganirize. Good. That is to come back. Then please, my dear students, try to memorize, try to grasp these phrasal verbs because they are going to help you speak English in a very short time. Very soon, you are going to speak English. Because when you memorize these or you grasp or you try to accumulate these phrasal verbs, you speak English in a better way. You try to talk with native speakers in a very fascinating or wonderful way. Good. Then please, it's up to you. I have finished my duty, my responsibility. I have finished my responsibility now. Then it's up to you to learn this. Ni wowe utahiwe kugira ngo wige ibingibi. Then after getting this lesson, please, I would like to tell you that we have thought about how we can teach you in English only. How do you understand this? Let me put this in Kinyarwanda. Let me try to speak in Kinyarwanda so that you can get the message. Hari ukuntu dufite igitekerezo cyo kujya tubigisha noneho mu Cyongereza gusa. Ndavuga b'abanyeshuri twatekereje ko hari abanyeshuri bamaze kumenya byinshi hano kuri channel yacu bakaba mu by'ukuri bashaka ko bajya babona n'amasomo y'Icyongereza gusa. Murabyumva muti dukomeze kujya tubashyiramo n'akanyarwanda cyangwa ikinyarwanda gike tubashyiremo ikinyarwanda gike cyangwa dukore n'indi channel wenda ku ruhande y'Icyongereza gusa. Dukeneye ibitekerezo byanyu kuko hari nk'abamaze kumva ibyo mvuga byose. Hari n'umpamagara akambwira ati teacher, mbere watangiraga kwigisha simenye ibyo uri kuvuga simbyumve na gato, but these days urigisha nkumva ahubwo wavuga Icyongereza gusa. Rero abo ngabo twabatekerejeho dukore channel y'Icyongereza gusa, tujye twigisha from the starting point up to the end, twigisha in English only cyangwa se dukomeze muri ubu buryo. Then we need your ideas there in the comment section. Tukeneye ideas zanyu. Please, my dear friends, my dear people, dear pan lovers, muri abantu beza cyane b'igikundiro, abantu bakunzwe natwe, mukunzwe natwe Teacher Jasper ndetse n'abandi dukorana. Turabakunda cyane kuko mwatweretse ko namwe mudukunda. Then those ideas are needed. Ibitekerezo byanyu birakenewe niba twashyiraho indi channel ya English only n'ingi ikagumaho yo gufasha abagitangira ya English Kinyarwanda. Good. Hello, my dear students. How are you doing? Now I am going to teach you phrasal verbs with verb to put. Verb to put. We are going to see this verb to put in different ways. You know, when we have a verb plus a preposition, sometimes that verb changes the meaning. Then here, We are going to see how to use verb to put with prepositions, and we are going to see how this verb to put can change the meaning because it is together with some prepositions. Good. Then here, before teaching you this lesson, I would like to give you this word of today, to frighten. What is the meaning of to frighten? To frighten. To frighten. Yes, but for Americans, they say to frighten. They don't pronounce that T. Frighten. Yeah, frighten. Yes, now we are going to teach you this word. We are going to give you the meaning of this word. The word of today, to frighten. To frighten. What is the meaning of frighten? To frighten means to make someone feel fear or feel afraid of something. Gutera ubwoba umuntu. That is to frighten. Don't frighten. Don't say frighten. Don't say frighten. Say frighten. 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 Because there is no, just this E is silent. Frightening. No. Frighten. Frighten. Are you frightening me? Are you frightening me? Yes, to frighten someone. Are you frightening these people? John is frightening his wife. John ari gutera ubwoba umugore we. John is frightening his wife. That is to frighten. Then here, verb to frighten is to make someone feel fear or feel afraid of something. That is to frighten. Gutera ubwoba umuntu. To scare someone. To scare. He's going to frighten you. He's going to scare you. To scare someone. Good. Then phrasal verbs with verb to put. That is the lesson of today. But before, I would like to show you the package of the books. I would like to recommend you to subscribe if you are a new student. Please subscribe. Kanda kuri subscribe riba ubonye iyi channel bwa mbere. Izo nyuguti zimeze zityo ziraho hasi. Mbere zari umutuku ubu zabaye umukara. Sinzi niba mujya mubibona. Kandaho rwose nta kibazo. Nizongera kuba umutuku uzakandaho. Niba uri mushya ujye ukanda kuri subscribe mbere yo kureba andi masomo. Kuko nibwo bizagufasha kujya ureba amasomo yacu uko bwije nuko bukeye uko tuyashyizeho. Nudakandaho ntabwo uzajya uyabona. Good. Then another thing is come to Kimironko. Ngwino Kimironko wiga Icyongereza neza. Niho turi gukorera ubu ngubu. Ugeze kuri gare cyangwa kuri Equity ahiri gukorera ubu mpamagara nkwigisha Icyongereza neza. Nuvango ibyo biragufasha. Jya kuri Zoom, ngwino kuri Zoom tukwigisha Icyongereza please. Turi kumwe n'abantu bari hirya no hino batandukanye bafite skills mu Cyongereza, duhora dukora practice yo kuvuga. Twaratagangaye mu kuvuga Icyongereza nicyo turimo gusa. Each and every time we have debates, dukora amadeba, dukora discussions zitandukanye, twigisha grammatical rules of English, aya mategeko y'Icyongereza, twigisha pronunciation of English. Hari abantu benshi bavuga Icyongereza ariko ukumva ari kukivuga mu Kinyarwanda. Ukumva ari kuvuga ngo development. Ukumva ari araje aravuga ngo I disagree, disagreement. This is disagreement. Disagreement. Nice. Good. Then put someone down. What is the meaning of put someone down? That is the first phrasal verb of today. To put someone down. To put someone down is to make someone feel foolish and unimportant. When you put someone down, you make them feel foolish and unimportant. Gutuma umuntu amera nk'igicucu, kugira umuntu ikigoryi kandi ari muzima, cyangwa se gusuzugura umuntu ni to put someone down in English. Gusuzugura umuntu, gutuka, even to insult, to criticize, kunenga, criticize or to insult. That is to put someone down. For example, you can say, my boss always puts me down when I am at job. My boss always puts me down when I am at job. He puts me down when I am at job. Igihe cyose anshyira hasi, anca amazi imbere y'abandi. When I am at job, that is to put someone down. Don't put me down, please. I am a human being like you. Winsha amazi, winshyira hasi. Ndu umuntu nkawe. That is to put someone down. We are going to see the example here. This example is going to help you. Why did you put me down in front of your workers? You can ask someone this question. Please, my dear, why did you put me down in front of your workers? We don't say in front of, we say in front of. Why did you put me down in front of your workers? Workers, not workers. Work, to work, workers. Kuki wanciye amazi, kuki wansuzuguye, kuki wanenze, kuki wanyeretse ko nta gaciro imbere y'abakozi bawe. What you did for me is very bad. Ibyo wankoreye ni bibi. Why did you do that? Why did you put me down in front of your workers? Good. For example, here you can also say, my father used to put me down when I was still young. Nkiri muto, papa yahoraga ambwira amagambo mabi, anca amazi, anshira hasi. That is to put someone down. When I was young, my father used to put me down. Or my father used to put me down when I was still young. Nkiri muto, papa yakundaga kugira gute? Kunkritika, kunenga, kuntuka, kugaragaza ko ntacyo nzigezaho, ntacyo nshoboye. That is to put someone down. That is the first phrasal verb. Let us see other phrasal verbs of today. Reka turebe izindi phrasal verbs of today. Good. Put an animal, to put an animal down. What is the meaning of put an animal down? To put an animal down is to kill a sick animal, to reduce its pain. If an animal is very painful, niba inka cyangwa se imbwa yawe cyangwa injangwe iri kubabara cyane, to put it down ni ukuyigabanyiriza ubwo bubabare uyica. Ukareba veterineri akayitera umuti uyisinziriza kugira ngo itakomeza kubabara. Mu Cyongereza rero tuvuga ko ari to put an animal down. Niwumva native speaker ari kuvuga ngo I am going to see a doctor so that he can put my dog down. Uzahita umenya ko avuga ngo ngiye kureba veterinary, yes, veterinary vet. Yes, kugira ngo agira ate angabanyirize ubabare inyamaswa yanjye cyangwa se akanyamaswa. Pet, my pet. Good. Pet ni inyamaswa yororwa. Yes, then when you have a dog at home, that's time you have a pet. Pet ni inyamaswa yororwa kubw'umurimbo. Ongeraho ako kantu. Kubw'umurimbo. That is a pet. Yes. Then I have to put down my cat because it is very sick and old. Shaka kubivuga gutya. I have to put down my cat because it is very sick and old. Ndashaka kwica inyamaswa yanjye cyangwa se injangwe yanjye kubera ko irwaye cyane kandi kabishaje. Sinshaka kwibabara cyane, komeza kubabara. Buriya even animals suffer the way we suffer. Buriya n'inyamaswa zibabara nkuko natwe tubabara. Then to put an animal down, you can go home with that word. Go home with this meaning. Put an animal down. Good. To put something back. Put something back. No kugarura ikintu aho wari wagikuye kakibika aho ngaho. Kubika, that is to put something back. To put something back means to return something to its original place. Yes, to return something to its original place. No kugarura ahantu ikintu cyari kiri. Cyavuye. That is to put something back. For example, I can say, we are fed up now. Turahaze. We are fed up. We are full now. Put this food back to the fridge. Put this food back to the fridge. Ibi biryo bisubize muri frigo. Kuko rwose tugize gute turahaze. Turumva duhaze. Put this food back to the fridge. Maybe what kind of food are they eating? Maybe they are eating some fruits or some dessert. Put that food to the fridge. Put that food back. Put that food back to the fridge. Good. To put off. What's the meaning of put off, please? To put off is to postpone. To postpone something. Gusubika. That is to put off. To put off. To postpone. To put off. You can put off the meeting because few people attended. Or you can put off your wedding ceremony because of different problems or challenges or hindrances. You can also put off, for example, your birthday ceremony. Can you put it off? Yes, you can put off your birthday ceremony and you celebrate it next time. Yeah, it can happen. Good. That is to put off. Gusubika, to postpone. Good. We put off the meeting because few people attended. We put off the meeting because few people attended. Twasubitse inama kuko abantu bake aribo bari baje bari bitabiriye inama. Put off. Put down. Yes, you should know the meaning of put off. Put down, put back. Okay? And to put someone down, you should know the difference between put someone down and put an animal down. To put someone down ari kunetraliza umuntu, kumushyira hasi, kumuca amazi, kumutuka, kumubwira ibintu bibi, kumubwira ko nta kintu yakwigezaho, kumufata nk'umuntu utari ingirakamaro. That is to put someone down. Tubona ko to put an animal down is to kill an animal, kwica iyo nyamaswa. Then we have seen that to put something back, no kufata ikintu ukagisubiza aho cyari kiri, kubika ikintu. To put something back. Yes. Then to put off is to postpone. Ugatahana ibyo. Nuko twize Icyongereza, nuko nawe uzakimenya. Ntugire ngo kizaza pa. No. Step by step, slow by slow, you're going to get it. You're going to speak English very better. I thank you so much. And now, this is the last part of our lesson, where we sensitize you to surprise your people. How can you surprise your people? How can you surprise people who don't admire you? Niguto watungura abantu batakwemera. How? In English we say, confuse people with your silence and amaze them with your actions. Confuse people with your silence and amaze them with your actions. Bishatse kuvuga ngo changanyikisha abantu witurije, bachanganyikirwe. Confuse them with your silence. Witurije nta parapara nta bintu. No. Then amaze them with your actions. No batangaze. Kubatangaza ukoresheje ibikorwa byawe. Muri make abantu bazaba confused niba babona ucecetse. Se yarakennye, se n'umukire, ese bimeze gute? Hari ubu ngubu ntiyagize ibibazo mu buzima. Confuse them with your silence, wicecekere. But amaze them, ariko batangaze, batangare, bumirwe with your actions. Ibikorwa byawe bibatangaza. I am Teacher Jasper, my dear friends. We are together. We are always together here on Pan Edutainment. Please learn this lesson very well and try your best to do whatever I have told you to do. Kora ibyo byose twakubwiye. Subscribe, buy books, and come to learn English. Kandi uze wige Icyongereza. Bye.